All right, we went over the 2020s, now we're going to the 2010s. Here are my selections for the best albums released in the 2010s decade, and I mean 10 out of 10 records. Of course, you know the drill. I can't talk about every single album. We just don't have that time. So stick around to the end of the video to get my full and complete list. Now that that's said, let's jump straight into some of my selections. First up, I have Oil of Every Pearl's Uninsides by Sophie. First of all, rest in peace to the queen, Sophie. When it comes to industrial pop music, this is one of the most bleak and deconstructed viewpoints on this genre. It is absolutely spine-tingling and earth-shattering, and on the other half of the coin, it's emotional and tear-jerking. It's insanely atmospheric, and it can really challenge you as a listener. But if you really let it sink in and let yourself experience it, it can be extremely satisfying and rewarding. This is a benchmark in pop music and a benchmark of the 2010s. Next up, I have Black Star by David Bowie. Once again, rest in peace to the absolute icon that is David Bowie. This is really one of the best swan song albums ever because he knew he was dying and he knew this was going to be his last album, and he poured his whole soul into this project. Every song feels absolutely necessary on this short track list, and he sounds like he's just giving you everything he has left. Everything he's saying is important, and he's so vulnerable with you and with us as an audience. And the atmosphere he built with the production is bleak but comforting, and it just is one of those albums you have to listen to if you're a music fan. Now finally, I have The Idler Wheel by Fiona Apple. When it comes to Fiona Apple, she is one of those generational artists that excels in every single era of her career, and the 2010s is no different. This is easily, in my opinion, her most vulnerable project. In terms of songwriting, she is just such a powerhouse, and you can compare her to legends like Joni Mitchell and Bob Dylan. You really can. The simplicity of this album is what ties it all together beautifully, so you can really just focus on her unique vocals and her amazing and honestly therapeutic songwriting. Fiona Apple is a legend. But there you have it. Those are just some of the albums I have given a 10 out of 10 from this decade. And here on the screen, you'll see my complete list. Beautiful. Now, let me know if you agree or disagree. And if you want to see some more music content like lists and rankings and such, then be sure to like, subscribe, share, do all of that fun stuff, and I'll catch y'all later.